Kyle, what just happened? What? What? Good afternoon, everybody. It is a beautiful mid-April day, and unfortunately, I'm just now getting out in the field. It's about 5 o'clock in the afternoon, maybe 6, and I spent the whole day editing, unfortunately. But the good news about that is I'm finally done, and I'm about to flip the yard for the first time. I've been out of town for over a week, so this is the first time in April we've checked the yard tin, and April is one of the best months to flip tin in general. So hopefully we'll see something. But tomorrow we actually have to go pick Kyle from Pop Milk up from the airport to start another trip. So this is the only day I'll be home for the first half of April. We're about to be gone for another 10 or so days. Ooh, baby king snake. Nice. That's the first one I've gotten under this piece. I thought it was looking mighty good today. Very nice little baby king snake, as flipped. First yard king of the year, finally, in April. Way later than normal. Hey, buddy, come here. There we go. Look at that. Very cute. Tiny little baby king snake. Always great to see baby king snakes in the yard, because it means they're reproducing. Which means there's probably a pretty healthy adult population, even if we don't see them very often. They're a very secretive snake species, so it's not uncommon for them to be right under your nose and for you to not know they're there. That's why we put 10 out. Well, since he's in the shed, there's not too much to say about him, but I can say this is probably one of the relatives of the mini king snakes we see around here, and not a snake that's wandered over here in recent history. So we'll just let him slip back under there. Very, very cool. Lots of little aberrant patches like the king snakes here tend to get. And some alternating bands there. Very nice looking snake. Hopefully we'll see him at a shed one day. Another one. Are you kidding me? They do move in herds. That's beautiful. This one's freshly shed and an adult. Oh, that is beautiful. I'm gonna try to get a camera shot. All right, let's see what we're dealing with here. Hello, beautiful. Hey there. Hey, what is up? Oh, you're big. It is a lady. It's a lady king snake. Oh, she's pooped all over me. All right, well, hey, what's up? Oh my goodness, you're clean. You're handsome. Oh my goodness. Look at that little stub tail. Who got your tail? Have we ever met before? If we have, it's been a while, I think. God dang it. Let me just try to remove your excrement from myself real quick. She is getting shy with us, hiding her head. But what a beautiful snake. Hopefully y'all got a pretty good look at her. A little bit of cloacal bleeding there. That is normal defensive behavior for king snakes. Pretty crazy tactic that they do. I mean, the vast majority of kings that I find do it to some extent, and some do it incredibly violently. This one's doing it pretty heavily, but definitely not as bad as I've seen it before. See the upside down tongue flick. What are you doing, girl? All right, we'll put her back under a piece of tin. 2 yard kings so far today, and not much else really. I think we saw one worm snake that I probably didn't even get any video of, but I'll let this girl go and we'll continue on. What? 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 That is the first yard scarlet snake I've seen since, like, I don't know, 2019, 2020? Holy crap. That is unbelievable. It's so beautiful. Oh, let's get a look at this thing. Oh my goodness. It's huge. Holy crap. So crazy enough, scarlet snakes are not even the rarest snake that occurs here. I think corn snakes are probably the snake I've seen the least often, but it has been so long since we've seen one of these. I was starting to wonder if they'd been extirpated somehow by fire ants or what, but nope. They're just super, super secretive, super hard to detect. And once again, another snake you can live quite literally right on top of in this case and not realize it. I don't think I had ever found one of these here until a couple of years ago. And then we had a little hot streak where we saw a lot of them. And I realized this one rubber mat is really good for them, but only after it rains in April and May And every once in a while outside that window, I found one in January under it one time on a really warm day. These are seriously just one of the best snakes. Like, you can't look at that and tell me that's not just as good as a scarlet king snake or any other Lamprepeltis. I mean, they're an honorary lamp as far as I'm concerned, is what I'm saying. I wanted to find 3 king snakes today, but I am not going to complain about 2 in a scarlet snake. This one's actually got some kind of orangish bands as opposed to like your normal, more deep red bands. And his gray bands are a little bit greenish in tint. And then, of course, that belly is how we know, without a doubt, that is a Simophora rather than a scarlet king snake. Solid white belly, 100% of the time. All right, buddy, here's your rubber mat. Keep those race runners under control. I actually haven't seen a race runner under there yet this year, and maybe that's why. Looks like a male, bigger tail. It's so cool. Might be the only scarlet snake we find under artificial cover all year. I hope not, but it definitely could be. Go on, tuck it in there. I don't want anything to get you. It's kind of cool. A marbled salamander. What are you doing, dude? That's a piece of tin. Come here, brother. More likely sister with that kind of girth. That's certainly a kind of weird thing to see under tin in April. A big adult marbled salamander. Looks like something's gotten her tail a time or two. But we'll just let her go back under her tin. It is a little bit wet and it's not super sunny here, so it's probably a decent place to be. Just not what I expect. Good morning, everybody. Today marks the beginning of 9 days, probably more, on the road hunting snakes. So I'm gonna go pick Kyle up from the airport. We're gonna get to it. What up?
What is up, dude?
Oh yeah, man. You already got the Lamborghini dirty? The Lamborghini.
Yeah.
Race runner. Another one. There's 2 of them under here.
Hey.
Hey, there we go.
Yeah, man.
Beautiful. I don't have my hook either.
Like,
It's a good start.
I want to get this out of the way, but it's a little too close.
Better safe than sorry.
Gamble.
All right, first snake of the day. Nice timber rattlesnake in North Georgia. Quick start. Look at this snail. That's so funny. Well, I gotta admit, this is a little bit of a surprising way to start the day, but a very, very good one. Just a little small adult timber rattlesnake with a snail buddy hanging out on a cool ridge top this morning. Fantastic way to start the trip. Now let's go see if we can get into some king snakes and milk snakes. It really seems like this guy is annoyed by the snail crawling on his neck. Like he just kind of rotated his head and tried to rub it off. That's so funny.
Maybe it finally woke him up.
He's like, what is that on my neck? There we go.
Nice.
That's a pretty snake.
That is.
Wonder if that's one I've seen.
Look at you, dude. Yeah. You're actually pretty warm.
Kyle's appreciating the smell of intergrade king snake musk in the morning. All right, we've seen this snake before, so we're just gonna let it go and try to go get some milk snakes. But very nice looking, healthy, small adult male eastern black king intergrade here in North Georgia as our next snake. First ring neck of the trip, accomplished. Thought we were only gonna find targets today for a second.
Like, oh yeah, we're going.
Oh, there we go.
Oh yes, yes.
It's pretty too.
That is pretty. Get that pretty in situ.
First milk of the trip, baby. Look at that. Ooh, he is sharp looking.
That's a good one.
I think they're just Midland Browns.
Midland.
Yeah.
This guy's far from Midland.
Well, Kyle just nailed a pretty cool flip. That is a beautiful, gigantic brown snake. I don't know if you can tell just how big it is, but coiled up, it's like the size of 3 normal brown snakes coiled up. Probably a big female. That's so weird looking. Like, it just does not look normal. And I can't tell you why. I ain't scared. A ringneck. A ringneck. Kyle, come see it. It's a ringneck. You're not gonna believe it.
A good ringneck?
No, it's just got a. It's a ringneck.
Oh, great.
And now it's pouring. What is happening? This is the worst. What the hell?
What the hell, man? It's getting absolutely blasted. The environment right now.
We haven't even left Georgia yet, and we've already got hail. I'm out from your shelter. That's where we just
only choice.
We just survived a hailstorm under a rock ledge in North Georgia. Kyle, what just happened? What? What?
What just happened?
Look at how big they are.
Oh my
They're
God.
all huge. What the hell?
What the hell? What the hell? Oh man, here. Getting devoured by eastern milk snakes.
What
oh
a
my
sequence
God.
of events.
Man, this couldn't be more fun.
We're back to type 1 fun.
Back to type 1. We went full round trip.
This
Type-
guy is handsome. He's
Yeah.
kind of maroony looking. They're also beefy.
Incredible flip. I couldn't I've been flipping a lot of rocks so far, and to get 4 in 1.
These things are really something. I mean, they are mean milks. Look at that thing. Well, I guess it's time to photo and release these guys now that we've sat here gawking at this pile, this steaming, quite literally steaming pile of milk. It stopped raining, the sun's coming out, and the mountain is steaming right now. And we have 4 of the 5 milk snakes we've seen so far today. On top of a king snake and a timber rattlesnake, and it's still early. We'll get some voucher shots of these guys and put them back under their rocks. Or their rock.
Yeah,
these were all under one rock. You're going to have to check out Kyle's video to see that flip clip. All right, so we're no longer in a Lamprey-Peltis drought. We've got 4 fully grown eastern milk snakes that Kyle flipped under 1 rock. Once again, you'll have to check out his version of today's episode to see that. But we're going to keep this train rolling. This is what we're here to do for the next 9 days. Find king snakes and make stupid jokes about getting hailed on. So let's get back to it. Look at that little guy. It's a really pretty looking green anole for a not green anole. Very well pronounced stripe.
It's just like salamanders in there.
Everything. Red salamander, and it's incredible. That's the best red I've ever seen. Oh my God. Dude, it's cracked.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Look at that.
So I was hoping we'd get Kyle a red salamander, because y'all know how he feels about red things, and I was hoping it'd be a nice one, but that is just ridiculous. All right, cameras are definitely going to come out for that. That is so ridiculous. So being a Texas guy, one of the things we really wanted to turn up for Kyle was a red salamander, and I told him we would visit one of the areas where they are the nicest that I see. And I've never seen anything quite like that here. That is just unbelievable. What a fantastic animal, and a great lifer, red salamander for Kyle. We'll probably see quite a few more of this trip between today and the next couple days, but I don't know that it's going to get any better than that. That's just absolutely jaw-dropping. Ringneck. Another ringneck. This one's gorgeous. Like steely blue. That guy's real clean. See what the belly looks like. A little bit intergrady. You can see spots on the back half, very few spots on the front, which is a trait of both species, both subspecies, the northern and southern ringneck. Well, there's a late southern redback salamander. Kind of a weird thing to see up here. Good salamander spot over the last couple of flips, but not many snakes. A baby ringneck. Oh, milk! There we go. Oh, that's a hole.
Turd.
That's a reliable milk rock. In fact, I've likely found this snake there before. It looks familiar.
Yeah, that's awesome, man.
Well, there we have milk number, is this 6 you said?
Yeah.
Number 6. Our first one at this spot, second spot of the day for milk snakes. Dark belly on this guy, but otherwise not too much to take note of. He's very unremarkable in his current state of about to shed. But very fun day so far. Lots of snakes under rocks and lots of milk snakes. Ooh, garter and a ring
double.
neck. Nice. Oh, nice double. I like that garter. Yeah, I've never gotten a garter in one of these. Might be the last snakes of the day. Hopefully not. And that was indeed the end of the day. We didn't see any more snakes, but if you enjoyed this episode, make sure to subscribe. And if you're a regular viewer, consider joining the channel memberships because you will have access to the next episode early. Lots of exciting stuff is coming over the course of the next few episodes from this trip. I'm very excited to get those episodes out. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you all next time.